If you're visiting Santorini, going on a wine tour is an absolute must-do, much more than anywhere else in Greece. But why is that? Why should you book a wine tour specifically in Santorini and not in Athens, for instance? Well, that's because Santorini is a volcano, which means the soil from which the grapevines are sucking all their nutrients is pure ash and pumice. And everything growing out of this very unique soil will taste much more vibrant and concentrated than anything you've ever tried. And so these last few weeks I have joined pretty much every wine tour that exists in Santorini, and in this video I'm going to show you my favorite one. The link to book it is down below, and as always, if you see multiple tours appear after clicking the link, the first one at the top of the list is the one I'm talking about. Alright, so the tour covers 3 different wineries. On the day I went, it was Argyros, Ravalas, and the very famous Santo wines. But this can change based on which wineries are open on the day you've booked. Santo wines will always be part of the package, since they have the most amazing sunset view, but the 2 other wineries can vary. But don't worry, all 13 wineries in Santorini are excellent, so no matter which wineries the tour brings you to, you'll have a great time. And you'll be navigating all these places by van, obviously. You're getting picked up at your hotel and dropped off at the end of the tour. Don't think you don't have to walk from winery to winery. It's a very relaxing tour. Now, the big question, what wines will you be tasting? Well, pretty much all of them, since you're gonna have 12 wines in total. You'll start with Assyrtiko, Santorini's most famous dry white wine. If you like dry whites like a Sauvignon Blanc, for instance, you're gonna absolutely fall in love with Assyrtiko. It's by far my favorite wine in all of Greece. Then you'll have some alternative versions of Assyrtiko, namely a rosé, a barrel-aged one, and the delicious sparkling Assyrtiko at Santo Wines, which everyone always loves. You'll also try some Mavrotragano and Mandilaria, which are Santorini's red grape varieties, and you'll end with a small glass of the one and only Vin Santo, Santorini's sweet wine. It's made by drying the grapes in the sun for 2 whole weeks until they turn into raisins, and then you press these raisins and you get this super sweet juice out of it. I don't really have a sweet tooth, and so for me it's a bit much, but my mother-in-law, who loves anything sweet, would kill for a bottle of that. So yeah, all in all, you'll taste 12 different wines, and no matter what, the third and last winery will be Santo Wines. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that Santo Wines has the best view in the entire island, including at sunset. And since this wine tour is in the afternoon, everything is timed for you to get to Santo Wines just as the sun is setting. This is going to be the highlight of the tour for many of you. But of course, this tour is much more than just 3 consecutive wine tastings. You'll also visit some vineyards with your tour guide, and he will explain why all the grapevines have this weird donut round shape. You'll also enter a couple of wine cellars to see the wooden barrels and the huge stainless steel tanks, which is where you'll also learn about the wine production process and quality control. And at each winery, during the tasting, you will also get some local finger food to be paired with the drinks. So there you go. The link is down below. And if you want to support my work with a one-time donation, you can head to buymeacoffee.com/GreeceExplained. Thank you very much. For the other must-do tour of Santorini, which is this catamaran tour that brings you all around the island, you can watch this video. And for Greece's best food tour, you can watch this one where I explain why Athens is the best place to book any food tour. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye.